In the last lesson, we learned about variables and data types. We learned that a string is a piece of text inside quotation marks. In this lesson, we are going to go much deeper into strings. We'll learn many powerful things you can do with strings in Python. Let's open the terminal and go into our working directory. Checking the contents with ls, we can see our files from the previous lessons. Let's create a new file for this lesson. Let's name it string.py. Switch to insert mode. Let's start with something simple. Press escape, save, run the file. You can see that it printed the two names on separate lines. Perfect. But what if we want to print both names on the same line as one full name? In Python, we can join two or more strings together. This is called string concatenation. Let me show you how concatenation works. Switch to insert mode. Let's add a third line at the bottom. Press escape, save. Let's run the file. You can see that the third line printed additional language. Both names joined together. This means that we have concatenated the first name and the last name together. But notice that there is no space between them. That does not look nice. To add a space, we simply need to concatenate a space between the first name and the last name. A space inside quotation mark is also a string. Let's do that. Press escape, save. Let's run the file again. Now you can see that it printed additional space or language with a proper space between the names. So the plus sign is used to join strings together. That is concatenation. Now let me show you another way to combine strings and variables inside a print statement. This method is cleaner and easier to read. It is called an F string. Let's add a new line at the bottom. Press escape, save. Let's run the file. You can see that the last line printed is my full name is additional language. Let me explain how F string works. Notice that before the open quotation mark, we wrote the letter F. That letter tells Python that this is an F string. Inside the F string, wherever you want to insert the value of a variable, we put the variable name inside curly brackets. So, open curly bracket, first name, close curly bracket, tells Python to insert the value of first name there, and open curly bracket, last name, close curly bracket, tells Python to insert the value of last name there. This is much cleaner than using the plus sign to join everything manually, especially when you have many variables. We'll be using f strings a lot in this course because they are the modern and recommended way to work with strings in Python. Now, let's push everything to GitHub. Let's go and check GitHub. You can see that our new files have appeared in the repository.